Alright, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and unto the elders of Great Millstone, GMS, who taught me this truth, and honors to all the Akim out there that is pushing out this truth with all sincerity and in faith. Ithawada, Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashi, for allowing me to come back with another lesson. And I'm not sure what I'm going to title this lesson. You know, the spirit, as I say, the spirit will decide at the end of the day. But this one's going to be concerned in, this one's going to be concerned in the law, which, you have this group Zakari, saying you got to keep the law or you're saved by the law. And we know that that's not the case, man, because we can't keep every single law that is written in this book, man. Okay, it's physically impossible. Okay, because look it, man, just as being in this body, this vile body that we're in, it has us go off, man. Us being in this flesh causes us to go off, man. We go off just off of our thoughts. Our thoughts, even like with our clothing, because we're supposed to wear, we're not supposed to wear mixed fabrics, man, but we do the best of our ability to, to not mix them, but yet, we're still in our captivity. We don't own any manufacturers, we can't, our women, some women have the gift to where they're able to make their clothing, but not everybody has that, it's just things like that in which, right there and then, we're already going off, And matter of fact, let me grab this. Through the spirit, bro. Uh-oh. Salakia. Typing this in, Salak. This is the book of, I believe it's in James. This is the book of James 2:10. It says for whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend one point, he is guilty of all. So if you break one, you're guilty of all, man. And we're not justified. Matter of fact, let me grab the sword real quick. Okay, because we're not going to be saved by the law, yet at the end of the day, we still keep it to the best of our ability. We don't eat pork. We don't shave our beards. For brothers that have them, I'm trying to grow it, but I don't know. Maybe one day I'll wake up and I'll have one. But I still, have my facial hair. We don't eat pork. We don't shave our beards. We don't shave our head bald. We don't commit adultery. We don't worship idols, we don't, we such things as that, just to name a few, man, that we do keep the law to the best of our ability, but we know from time to time, we are going to go off, all right, okay, we go off not even knowing, man, because we're in captivity, man, we're in hell right now, But the time's going to come where Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, he's going to write the laws in our minds and in our hearts, But let me grab this in the book of Galatians. Let's see what Paul says, okay? All right, this is, let me see where I can find it. Let me see. Bear with me. This is the book of, Galatians 2. Yep, Galatians chapter 2, and let me see, verse 16. It says, knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of Yahawashi HaMashiach. You see, so we're justified by having our faith in Yahawashi, our Lord, man. And it says, even we have believed in Yahawashi Hamashiach, that we might be justified by faith in the anointed, the Hamashiach. And it says, and not by the works of the law, but by the works of Salakim, and not by the works of the law, for by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. You see, because we can't keep all these laws, but yet, reading the scriptures, what do we do? Let's go to James, or not James, St. John. So nobody's going to be justified by the law. Nobody's going to be saved by the law. All right. The only thing that's going to get you up out of here, man, is your faith and your belief in YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, your faith. All right. Faith by your works. And what? In this ministry, man. You show your faith by your works, man. Going out to the highways and edges, bringing forth your body a living sacrifice, making your lessons. Psalm 61:8. So will I sing praise unto thy name forever, that I may what daily perform my vows. Being diligent, that make your calling and election sure. Okay. All right. And if we do these things, we shall never fall. Roughly paraphrasing. So we're justified by our faith in Yahawashi, man. Okay, and that's what we have our faith in. Our power, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, man. And we keep the law to the best of our ability, but we know, but we know in our minds that we're not going to be saved by the law, but yet we still keep it, okay? Because this is what our Lord Yahawashi said in St. John chapter 14, verse 15. If you love me, keep my commandments. So if you love YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, what are you going to do? You're going to keep his commandments, okay? To the best of your ability, all right? Okay, you gotta, and what's love to the Most High? Well, I just read it. If you love me, keep my commandments. Let's go to 1 John. Because the reason I say that, you got a lot of these people in this world, especially Christians and our people, you Israelites, you don't know what the love is to the Most High, man. But this is 1 John chapter 3, verse 1. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of the Most High. Therefore, no, this ain't it. Salakia. This is something else. I got mixed up. This is chapter 5. Forgive me. 1 John chapter 5, verse 1. It says, whosoever believeth that Yahawashi is the anointed is born of the Most High, and everyone that loveth him is begot. It's like everyone that loveth him that begot love him also that is begot of him. By this we know that we love the children of the Most High, when we love the Most High, and keep his commandments. You see, for this is love. It says, for this is the love of Yahweh, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. And that's right. And these are requirements that we love the Most High, man. All right, let's go to the book of Deuteronomy. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12, and it says, and now Israel, what doth the Lord thy power, Yahweh, require of thee? And now these are the requirements in which YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI set forth, in front of us. It says, but to fear the Lord thy power. So the first one is you got to fear YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. And it says, but to fear the Lord thy power, Yahweh, to walk in all his ways, and to love him. And how do you love him? By the keeping of his commandments. All right. And it says, and to serve the Lord thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul. And that's what we're supposed to be doing, man. Okay. But it says to love him, because we got to keep the laws to the best of our ability. We're not gonna, here it is, we know that we have our faith in YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, but I know we ain't justified by the law, so I'm just gonna eat pork. Nah, man, you depart from that stuff, man. Because you still got to keep the law. All right, you can't just be doing whatever the hell you want. You gotta walk in his ways. All right, and love him. Okay. And the scriptures talk about. Matter of fact, let me grab that. That's a good precept. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse. Let me see. Proverbs chapter 8 and 17, and it says, "I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me." You see, so the Most High, He loves them that love Him. Okay. all right? And we love our power to the best of our ability, and hoping and praying that, us doing all that we doing all that which we can, to please him, that he saves us, that he preserves us, he preserves our spirit. Okay. From here, let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 verse 13. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 verse 13, and it says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh, so fear him. There goes that fear again. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So this is the whole duty of man. This is the whole duty of the Israelite man, woman, and child. Okay, and this is going to be, because right now we're rehearsing the righteous acts, but we're fully going to be, we're fully in the kingdom. We're going to be doing them correctly. All right, 100% correctly. All right, and then us knowing the law, and then the Most High. Matter of fact, let me grab it, because I quoted it. Let me just grab it real quick. This is Jeremiah 31 verse 31, and it says, behold, the days come, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, thus saith the Lord. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, thus saith the Lord. I will put my law in their inward parts, and write it in their hearts, and it says, and be their power, and they will be my people, and it says, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them to the greatest of them. Thus saith the Lord, and it says, for I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. You see, so the Most High, he's gonna write these laws in our inward parts, man. Okay, and in us having those laws in us, we're gonna be keeping the law perfectly, and then us having them in our inward parts, we're gonna be teaching these other nations as well, the law, because these other nations, you're gonna have to abide by what the scriptures say, man, with the law, or what the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, if we catch a nation, they be roasting a pig, we're gonna go back to the law. If we see if there's any adultery committed, or any sodomy, or any kind of wickedness that's that goes against the law, then we're gonna we're gonna judge them by the law, okay, by the scriptures, what the scriptures say, okay. All right, let's go, just rolling through the spirit. Let's go to the book of Mark chapter 12. Let me see where this is at. Maybe this isn't it. Let me just look around in here. Well, let me type it in real quick. How does it go? Please, the first. Bear with me, Akim. Let me see if I can find this one. Yep, this is the book of Mark. Yeah, this is the book of Mark, chapter 12 and 29. Here it is. Forgive me. It says, and Yahawashi answered him. Let me start from the 28th verse, and it says, and one of the scribes came and have heard them reasoning together, and perceived that he had answered them well, And it says, asked him, what is the first commandment of all? And it says, and Yahawashi answered, the first of all the commandments is, hear, O Israel, the Lord our power is only one power. And it says, and thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thine heart, and with all thine soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment, you see, and that's what we have to do to the best of our ability, okay? All right, to know that our Lord, he's one power, and that knowing that we have to set our love to him, all right, love our power with all our heart, all our soul, with all our mind, with all our might, all our strength, okay? And I believe this is also said in the book of Matthew as well. Let me see if I can find it. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 22, and 34. It says, but when the Pharisees had heard that he had put the Sadducees to silence, they were gathered together. Then one of them, which was a lawyer, asked him a question, tempting him, saying, Master, what is the greatest commandment in the law? Yahawashi said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy power, Yahweh, with all thine heart, thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And this, we read this, and we love our power because loving our power is keeping the commandments. We do this to the best of our ability, okay? All right. We keep the laws, man, to the best of our ability, but we're not in our mind saying, oh, I kept the law, so I'm gonna be saved. Nah, man, that's not how it works, man. You're justified by having your faith in Yahawashi HaMashiach, man, by having your faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi, man. Okay? Only your faith and your belief and your trust and your works, which is in faith, that's how you're gonna be delivered, man. And you got to be a part of the elect, and that's what we hope and pray that we are part of, that we are found in that number, man. All right, and we keep these commandments so that, matter of fact, let me see this. I believe it's in Ecclesiastes. Let's go back there. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 5, and it says, whoso keepeth the commandments shall feel no evil. So we keep this commandment so that we feel no evil, man. And well, hold up. Let me go to the book of Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1. It says, my son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments, meaning our minds. Okay, and it says, for length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. See? And that's what keeping the law does. It brings you long life and peace is going to be added unto you, okay? All right? And that's why our people begin, jacked up, man. Because they break the law continuously, man. They be eating pork, committing adultery, all types of madness, and that's why our people, their lives are, cut short for some of our people, are getting the gangs, getting killed, slaughtered, shot at, in the prisons, that length of days and long life and peace is not being added unto them because they don't keep the law. They don't do, the best. They don't keep the law to the best of their ability. Even when you tell Jake to stop eating pork and stop smoking weed, stop, defiling yourself, quit being a mole, quit being an adulterer, quit being a sorcerer, an idolizer. You tell Israel that, they'll be looking at you, man. But I like it. Israel tell you that straight up. Especially with that pork, man. They got our people got that pork demon on them, heavy, man. It's like branded on them, in their spirit, man, because they just can't, for some odd reason, they just want to eat some nasty ass shit, man. There's so many other foods out there that are much better and much healthier for you, but our people, they want that bacon, they want to go to McDonald's, let me get the 2-piece special, let me get the Baconator with fries, put extra bacon on that, and that's not even just the only thing, there's so many things that our people do that the Most High, hates, that's why that length of days and long life of peace is not added unto them, Okay. But for us, we keep these laws to the best of our ability, and length of days, long life, and peace is added unto us, man. We don't suffer the thing. Now we do suffer, we do, get chastised. We do get, scriptures talk about when thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So we do go through some stuff, but, we kind of got a little, weight off our shoulders, so to speak. Our people, man, they get the full on, beat down from our power, But coming back here in Ecclesiastes chapter, and this will be the last precept. This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 5. Whoso keepeth the commandments shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. So you want to see, and that's the thing, whoso keepeth the commandments shall feel no evil thing, you see. So we do the best of our ability to keep these commandments, but we are not justified by keeping the law. All right, we know that we're not going to be saved, only with our faith and our belief in YAHAWASHI is going to get us saved. Let me read Galatians 2:16 one more time, and then I'll end off there through the Spirit. Galatians 2:16, knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of YAHAWASHI HaMashiach. See, even we have believed in YAHAWASHI HaMashiach, that we might be justified by the faith of Hamashiach, and not by the works of the law, but by the work. It says, and not by the works of the law, for by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. You see? All right, so just a little lesson, I just wanted to bring forth. I'm over here, I was sleeping. I mean, I wasn't just sleeping, but I was, in the morning waking up, my eyes are closed, but I'm aware, I'm awake, and that's the thing that popped into my mind, the love of the Most High, but I hope and I pray that this lesson was edifying, exhorting, and comforting. As always, I'm going to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahashim, YAHAWASHI, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Great Millstone, GMS, who taught me this truth, and honors to all the Akim out there that's pushing out this truth with all sincerity and in faith. And until the next time I say, brother, Shalom.